The foot-in-the-door technique is a classic compliance strategy in psychology which leverages the principle of consistency. It involves first securing a small initial agreement to increase the likelihood of a subsequent, larger request being accepted. This technique works because people strive for internal consistency in their actions, attitudes, and self-image. In 1966, psychologists Jonathan Friedman and Scott Fraser conducted a pioneering study on this method. They found that participants who agreed to a small favor were more likely to comply with a larger, related request later. For instance, homeowners who agreed to a minor request, like placing a small "Drive Safely" sticker in their window, were significantly more likely to later agree to a much larger sign in their yard. This finding was groundbreaking, demonstrating how minor commitments can subtly prepare people for more substantial actions. The psychological basis of this technique lies in self-perception theory, which suggests that people infer their attitudes by observing their own behavior. When they comply with a small request, they begin to view themselves as helpful or cooperative. This self-perception motivates them to continue behaving consistently, so when a larger request follows, they feel inclined to comply again to maintain that self-image. The foot-in-the-door technique operates effectively in various domains. For instance, sales representatives might ask potential customers to complete a brief survey, priming them to later consider a product pitch. For the foot-in-the-door effect to work effectively, the initial request must be reasonable and easy to accept. If the first step is too demanding, people may resist, weakening the technique's impact. Additionally, there needs to be a logical link between the initial and the subsequent request. The smaller ask essentially warms up the individual, but if the second request is unrelated or too extreme, compliance rates drop. One interesting application is in health campaigns. Studies have shown that people are more likely to commit to health behaviors if they first agree to a minor action, like taking a short survey or signing a pledge. This small step creates a mindset that aligns with the campaign's goals, making it easier to later encourage individuals to adopt substantial lifestyle changes, like regular exercise or dietary modifications. Several factors affect the success of the technique. The duration between requests plays a role. If the gap is too long, the initial compliance may lose influence. Additionally, individual differences matter. People with high self-perception of agreeableness or helpfulness are generally more susceptible to this approach. The technique also works more consistently in cultures that value social harmony and conformity. The foot-in-the-door technique contrasts with the door-in-the-face technique, where a large, likely to be refused request is made first, followed by a smaller, more reasonable one. While both aim to increase compliance, the psychological mechanisms differ. In door-in-the-face, the contrast effect makes the smaller request seem minimal, while foot-in-the-door relies on self-consistency. If you learn something new about how psychology affects our daily lives, then consider subscribing to my YouTube channel so that you don't miss the next episode. Until next time, stay sharp.